Are you at the point where you're saying to yourself that you need a website so you can attract your ideal customers, but you just don't know where to start? That's okay, because we're going to dive in deep on what should be in the website so you can attract your ideal customers. I'm going to give you 4 steps that's super important to take your website or start your website and push it up to a level that you didn't think was possible. No more wasting time on websites. We're going to get to it right now. So let's get to it. Hi everybody, I'm in New York, the southern part of New York where the fingers are. Me and Kevin are sick, so unfortunately I will not be able to do some hiking and some stair climbing as I wanted to photograph some professional photography for you. But there will be some videos and some sales shots that I'll share as we drive around. So I want you to know that I have made several different websites to attract different ideal clients in the years and decades that I've been photographing. Because of my dedication and learning how to build the websites to connect to my clients, my Sullivan J Photography website went for decades as the top 15 websites to follow for macro photography. So I'm only saying this because I do know what I'm talking about. So please pay attention to these steps and make sure that you save this video for later. Like I always say, there's a little thing down below you could save, because I make these videos for you to actually do the steps with me. I'm with you all the way to the end. One of the mistakes that happens, and myself included when I first started making a website, was that I was building a website that I truly love, that I was really excited about to share my photography. And I thought that if I did this website and I put all my images out there and I shared it to the world, that I would make money and I would actually build a wonderful dream business. I came to realize that that is not how to build a website. It's not about you anymore. It's about your clients. So let's start with a mindset right now. This is what really focuses you to do the work today. I want you to say to yourself, I'm making my website for my potential clients or clients that I have now, so they truly get to understand what I can do for them. This is a place that's going to make me legit and show them that I am serious about giving them feelings with my photography. My website will be an amazing, big, huge business card just for them. You ready for step 1? I'm going to read a question that I got from Elise from the PhotoBizMethod, and I'm sure this can relate to you, so we'll talk about her question in detail in this video. This is what she says. I'm on the next stage. I have found my client and I'm now working for them. I need to start thinking about a website and all it entails. I'm totally overwhelmed with all the options available. It's so confusing. Is there some kind of basic pattern or information or just necessary items needed when I start a website? I want to grow stronger as my own brand. I was so excited to get this message from Elise. She has built her dream business and now she wants to make her website. Most people, like myself included, built a website before I even really understood my clients, and it's such a waste of time. It really is. If you don't know who your client is, check out this information here on how to find your clients. It's a free guide with an audio to help you really find your true clients. So with step 1, with this said, we're going to do a little bit of research. Now, as you look at a wedding photographer, you could see that their palette and their websites are very elegant, very light and airy for the wedding photography. This is their client. They want it all nice and white and crisp. And someone like me and you, we are nature photographers. Landscape, nature, and macro photography fine art photography. We do not photograph people, is basically what I'm trying to say. So we need to see, what do our clients like? My clients love sunsets and close-up photography that they can't see with their eyes, flowers, grand desert images. These are things that I know my client loves. So what you'll do is you'll go out and look at a variety of websites that are like what you want to be. You don't copy, you just get some ideas. I still to this day get people saying, because I'm a coach, that I should change my palette for coaching. My coaching is for photographers that like the same thing that you are photographing at this moment. So if you look at my website, I have purples and yellows, and these are the colors that we get excited about. So I'm gonna go even deeper, because I know what you're saying. I already know that, Janice. Well, it has to go even deeper. Is your customer a business to customer, a B to C, which means basically people will either buy your images to hang up on the wall, or they'll commission you to photograph for them for their wall or for them to give to somebody else. Pay attention to their needs and what excites them. We'll go deeper into what to put into the website, but I just want you to start with this. As always, I like to go into the business to business, which is what I ended up doing. I was B2C, business to customer at first, so I had one website for that. Then I started going into licensing, so that's business to business. I had to change my website for businesses. It makes that much of a difference. Look at your clients and see their websites and look, how can you integrate your website to be appealing to the business. I really want you to dive in deep, because the website will attract your customer to stay on longer. You don't want them to bounce off. Okay, now that you've done your research, I like to put the links of all the different websites that I know that my clients would love, and I put them in a Google Doc. And then this way, when I'm actually ready to build my website, I'll see what I like about those websites and what I don't like, and what my customers would truly love and what they wouldn't love. So make sure you start some kind of documentation. Don't just wing this, because it's super important. You can always change things later. Okay, step number 2, super important. It's time to test a variety of companies out before you actually start paying for that website. It is so important that you do this, whether it's free or it is a trial. And what you want to do is make sure, is it easy for you? Plus, you want to make sure, do they have good customer service? Because if they don't, it's time to bounce out of that company. Customer service is so important when you're first starting a website, because you have never done it before. You need help. Make sure they have a lot of videos. You got to learn all the steps. You got to take the time to watch their videos and do the things that they ask you to do. When you build a website, there is the front end, which is what people see, and there's a back end where you work on the website. If you do not understand the back end on how to use and build your website, it's time to move on to another company. Once you find a company that you truly love, then it's time to stick with that for at least a year, so you really understand how to use that website. When I first started, like many photographers, we used WordPress.com. But now there's a plethora of businesses out there. But I'm going to share with you what I know. WordPress.com is awesome. It is free, or you pay $5 a month. Again, it's what you put in the website, not the company that is part of the website. Now, you can get all hung up on their advertising and their marketing to get you to work with them, but please understand, it's not the company selling, it's you selling to your clients. Let's get you clients first, and then build upon to a WordPress.org or a higher, more expensive type of website. Step 3, it's time to grab your portfolio. What you're going to do next is grab all the amazing images from your portfolio that really attracts your client, because we're going to put it into the website. Okay, so most photographers want to start the design and get all excited. I want you to stop that at the moment, and all you're going to do is grab the images that you truly want to share with your clients. When you upload your photographs to this new website, it's the media area, and you'll do it just like if you were sharing your work to social media. So you don't want high resolution images because it will lag your website. It will take time to load. You don't want people to drop off because your website is spinning around trying to load your photograph. Upload a low resolution JPEG sRGB 2700 72 DPI. And that is still pretty big. That's the largest image I feel like you should put on your website. The company that you're working with may give you some ideas, so look at their information on how large you should have your images up on your website. The second thing, as you're doing these images, please do not watermark these images on the website. People can easily take them and take your watermark off so easy, so you're not doing any copyright justice by putting your watermark on there. Now, if you'd like to watermark with social media, that's fine, because that's giving people information on where to find you. But once they find you on your website, don't deter them or distract them with your watermark. You want them to feel your work. So please, please do not watermark. I learned that really quick. The next thing that is super important is putting alt text on your media. So when you load your images into your website, you're going to see some information on alt text and some descriptions on the image. Don't slack on this, even though I know it's getting easier for Google and Bing to find your images, why somebody searches just by the image. Back in the days, you had to actually put verbiage to your image, otherwise nobody would find the photograph. But I still say it's still important. One of the things is I don't want you to be sleazy and say, oh, this image is for blah, 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 and it's not. You've got to be true and really talk about the image and talk about its feelings and connecting to your customers. So make sure that you write all the information as you're putting the media into your website. Now, number 4 is going to take a little bit of time, but it's super important for you to do. And that's the verbiage for your website. You're going to put, who are you and what do you do for your clients? And I want it to be exact, no vague, to the point. That's the first part. The second part, I want you to write, how do they get a hold of you? How can they connect to you? That must be on the website. Are you on any social platforms? Put that down at the very bottom. Don't put it up in the front of your website on the top, because you don't want them to bounce off and say, oh, she's on Instagram or he's on Instagram, and then leave your website. You must have filling words so they understand what you're giving them, because we, again, like I say all the time, we give feelings to other people and businesses. Progress over perfection. Just do it and get a feel and see how things are working for you. So let me give you some examples. So what I'd like to do is share with you my websites really quick. So quickly, this is the front end of your website, and you welcome them. I'm going to go through it really quick. Just welcome your customers. What do? We focus on representing RV living within the United States, sharing landscape scenes that are only what full-time RV living gives us. This is me and Kevin, thus capturing the moments that are unpredictable. Then I'm going to show my recent work. This is, again, just a one-page website. So now that they have everything, the bonus I wanted to share with you in the bonus area that I'll be talking about is putting your portfolio. So I wanted to share my portfolio with you. nice and big. Nothing extravagant, but they'll understand what I do. And if you want to keep your website moving, a blog is really good, just talking about the image, you know, what you've been up to. It just gives the website a boost in this search engine. Here's a different type of website. This is my coaching website. You can see I have the colors. Who am I? So I talk to you initially. That's what you need to do. Talk to your ideal customers. And if you want to share your products, you can. Just pick one in the beginning. Don't have three. Right now, all I do share is the PhotoBizMethod. You can put on the front page more about you. Later on, you always should show testimonials. You can put it right in the front of your website. And I have a blog. I don't really share it very much, but it keeps that website up just to share what I've been up to. So you should do this also. You don't have to write a lot, but just put information up if you want the website to be pushed up. This is the basics of starting a website. I'll do a more advanced website if you want. Let me know in the comments. And if you're already here, we can go to the next step. Just start with this. This is the basics. Is there a company that you've been thinking about using? Let me know down in the comments so we can get ideas of what different websites are out there to help us landscape, macro, nature photographers that really truly want to connect to our clients. I know I've given you 4 things to really focus on, but let me give you a bonus. Don't get crazy with your menus. Just go straight to the point. In your portfolio, if you want to write a little bit more details, as a fine art photographer, some of you may want to have a little baby artist statement. That's fine. But don't go crazy on the menus. Just get straight to the point so they know where they're going. In the beginning of this video, I was explaining to you an actual 1-page website. And truly, that's all you need. People get so complicated with their websites. But as you grow as a photographer, I want to give you a little bit more. I'm going to give you another quick tip. If you want to rank your website higher up in the algorithm, you must work and put information on that website at least once a week. Whether you're adding a new image, you're changing a verbiage, you are starting a little small blog maybe later on. The reason why is because if you put your website up and it sits there, then the algorithm will say this website doesn't get very much traction, and just like social media, it will take you to the bottom of the barrel. So you always have to continually update and pamper your website. Have people hit it, so you share your link continually. This is your main area for people to go to. Because social media has so many distractions, the website will give you the business that you need. Most people, I'm telling you right now, I don't care what anybody says, most people will not buy from your website. So if you think you're going to put your images out there and put it out for sale, you may get 1 or 2 purchases, but I'm here to help you be consistent and get consistent money for your business. So it's time to understand that they need to really get to know you and understand you and what you do for them and how to get a hold of you. And that's what it is all about when it comes to building your photography business. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up, add some comments down below. I love to chat with you. Until next week, I will see you soon. Cheers. The train. I'm gonna share this with you. Let's see what it looks like. Wow, that's loud. Ooh, here comes the wind. It's raining. Fall is here. Look at that. Fall is here. It's pretty awesome, huh? Oh my God, I love it. Okay.